So yes, my name is Tom Verano. This show is called Emotion into Art, and hopefully you will see right before your eyes a beautiful portrait of something you recognize after I'm completed. But before I get into that, I want to say this. I name this Emotion into Art. And if we look in the scriptures, do you know what the shortest scripture is? Jesus wept. Exactly. Shortest scripture in the whole Bible. Jesus wept. Emotion. He had emotion. That's why we're all here tonight. Because we're moved with emotion of what Jacob and his wife and his team are doing. They're changing lives. And that's what we're all going to do tonight. We're going to help them help others. We're a conduit, and they're the biggest part of the conduit. So we're going to support them. So I want you to just sit back. I want you to take this moment in. I want you to just totally take in the sounds that you hear and what you see on the canvas. Thank you so much for having me this evening.
We have people that are going out and doing a job to defend their communities. And you know, in the back of the mind of every one of those officers, one of them might not be going home. And I've seen it throughout my career. I've seen it here locally. The police officer didn't go home. They kissed her loved ones goodbye. And that was the last time they saw them. And sometimes I don't think we realize the impact that this job has had on our families, let alone ourselves. That's a heavy weight. That's a heavy weight badge.
Gonna be a long one, another graveyard shift. As he says goodbye to his wife and kids. It's been his life, just like his dad's. Driving away under the weight of the badge. Seen it all in his 15 years. Watching our backs, facing our fear. Lord knows it ain't no easy task. Keeping us safe under the weight of the bag. So that Lord protect and serve. Ladies is blind in your walls.
Every time he goes, he's like, call me or text me when you leave, because I just want to make sure he's okay, because I know there's a possibility that he may not be sometime. That's the biggest way. And I feel like a lot of times when he leaves, and I give him a kiss goodbye, I always hold on to him for an extra couple seconds. Just because.
And the truth is nothing he said. I do it for us. And I do it. The bag.
So something that is the pager. When the tones go off, the emergency comes in and you're going.
And at the end of the day, when we get done with our careers, we go back home to our families. Well, who are we returning back to their families?
But you still have to leave and go home and take that badge home. But after you've had a long day at work, your heart is still heavy because of what you've seen.
When you say the weight of the badge, the weight of the shield, I was holding a conversation the other night where I'm standby at a firehouse and talking with the chief of the department, and we're talking about seeing. I'm going there.
Of the bag.
It's a service, really. That way is a sense of service to the people. We're very, very hopeful. I'm an optimist. I think most of us are optimists in this job.
My career is going into K through 12 schools nationally and encouraging our students to live with passion, to follow a dream and go all in. But I tell them, and I don't need to tell you, that we live in the greatest country in the entire world right here in America, where you and I can actually have a dream and go pursue it with our whole heart. Exactly what Jacob and his team is doing. They're going all in. They're traveling and they're going all in. But when we invest in them, we don't get to see the results. Just like I tell the students that their teachers invest in them and they don't get to see the end result of how they turned out at the end of their educational journey. Teachers don't get to see it. Emotion, passion, going all in, putting your heart on the line. That's what we all have the opportunity to do every single day for organizations, exactly why we're in this room. I'm going to paint my next painting. Thank you so much.
There's a power in poverty that breaks principalities, brings the authorities down to their knees. There's a brewing frustration and ageless temptation, fight for control by some manipulation. The God of the kingdoms and God of nations, God of creation sends this revelation to the homeless and penniless, Jesus the Son. The poor will inherit the kingdom to come. World falls apart, and all the treasures we've stored in our barns can't buy the kingdom of God. Who will we praise? We praised all our lives. Men who build kingdoms and men who build fame, but heaven does not know the name. What will we be? No, that remains. God on the throne with a child in his arms, love in his eyes, and the sound of his heart cry.
A few months ago, we went out in Calcutta and we picked up 4 or 5 people from the street. And we took them to our home for the dying. One of them was in a very bad condition. So I told the sisters, I'll take care of her. And I did for her all that my love could do. And I put her in bed, took hold of my hand. And there was such a wonderful smile in her face. She said one word, thank you, and she died. She gave me much more than I gave her. She gave me a grateful love. And for 1 second, I reflected on looking at her, and I said, what would I have done if I was she? My answer was, I would have tried to draw some attention to myself. I would have said, I'm hungry, or I'm cold, or I'm dying. But she was so great. She was so beautiful in her giving. The poor are great people. They give us much more than we give to them. We must love them not by feeling pity for them. We must love them because it is Jesus and the distressing disguise of the poor.
Your hand reached into the depths of darkness. Your spoke the name that broke my heart. Your she you beside quiet ones. You share the door. Tears right before my eyes. Lord, I see I will fear. I will fear.
For he said, I was hungry and you gave me to eat. I was hungry not only for bread, but for that understanding love, to be wanted, to be known, to be somebody to somebody. Naked, not only for a piece of cloth, but naked for that human dignity, for that respect. Homelessness, not only for a good need of bricks, but homelessness that comes from a terrible loneliness, that are shut-ins, the unwanted, the unloved, go alone on their way. Are we there? Are we not? So we see them.
Thank you so much. She taught us so much, didn't she? I mean, that's why I love our faith. I love our faith as Catholics. You know why? Because we have people that we can look up to. We have people that we can model our lives after. That's amazing. That walked this earth with us. And she did. In our lifetime, we saw her canonized. Our lifetime. How beautiful is that? It's beautiful. There's no other words. She proved that we can do it too. And that's exactly what this man's doing. He's doing the work. And it's our responsibility to support that work. It is. There's no other way around it. Jesus said, go. Go. He'll provide a way. We're that way. We're that way. We're the instrument to help them get this mission completed. So we're going to raise some money tonight.